day, happy travelers. We are looking forward to summer 2024. I'm the family planner for my family. I'm not a travel agent, just a dad looking to build memories with the people I care about most. Today, I'm researching options for next summer. I'm comparing Walt Disney World with what I call the On Top of the World cruise. It's the Norwegian Cruise Line 11-day cruise, and I'm just trying to compare. We always use Disney as the baseline because I'm an annual pass holder, and we go to Disney World 3 or 4 times a year. But I always like to research my options to see if I can't expand our horizons, provide different experiences, and On Top of the World would be different than, as we say, going around the world. That's Walt Disney World slang for the World Showcase at Epcot. So here's the 11-day cruise. It's a Europe cruise, and it's on the Norwegian Star, a cruise ship I'm familiar with because my goal is to do all 7 continents. And this is one of the ships that will take me from South America to Antarctica, so I can cross that continent off the list. Not a lot to do in Antarctica, but nevertheless, I'm familiar with the ship. So I'm not surprised to see that it goes to the Arctic Circle as well. So May 3rd through June 10th, 11 night cruise. So that's a pretty hefty amount of pretty good amount of time there. Enough time to relax, unwind, taking the sights, the fjords, and of course on a cruise ship, most of the food, breakfast, lunch, dinner, is included, and that's good to know. And if you're one of those push pin people, if you have a push pin map on your wall and you put in like little pins on where you've been, this is actually a part of the map where there's no pins. I've never been to this. So this is interesting to me. It might be interesting to you. And at the price of $599 per person for the interior, I think it's worth at least vetting out. Let's research it. So I put it in here. If you're a family of 4, looks like it's going to be with port fees and taxes, $3,400. If you need a window, that's going to be about another 4. It looks like under $4,000 for that. And if you need a lot of room, a suite, that's $6,000 starting. Anyway. But you got to get there. If we go back to the map, you're starting in the capital city and you're finishing. I don't know where that is. Honestly, I looked at it. I think it's like Troslo or something like that. But you got to fly home from here, and it's not too unreasonable. Actually, I did map it out. The city code is TOS. So it's 872 but you need to get to Boston and you'll be flying back from JFK. And domestically, the good news about that is wherever you're at in the country, that's not impossible to get to. Boston's, it's not unreasonable. It's not like flying out of Charlotte or Atlanta. Atlanta going across the Atlantic. That's my home airport. It's easily 2.5 times more that price. And so it's just cheaper for me to book a $67 leg up and then fly over. But that's the best I could do here in August. And 872 to do that's not too bad, and it's only a 5-hour flight, so that's good to know. All right, so what we have here is the total of $6,901 for an 11-day cruise. That's food and lodging for 4 and airfare for 4. So that's terrific. Now we got to do the baseline standard, 8-day, 4 people to go to Disney World. That's the room is $4,700. That also includes 8-day tickets for 4, no park hopper, no Genie Plus, nothing like that. So that gives us $4,737, and we do just the food. I think it's pretty reasonable to think it's going to be $20 per person per meal. And I did the 3-person price just to kind of round some numbers, and it comes up to about $1,260. Although I did do the 4-person just because the quick service dining plan I'd like to talk about. I was a big fan of the dining plan before COVID, before it went away. This is what it looks like with the dining plan. So my rounding isn't bad here, even though I rounded down just for 3 people to come up with $1,260. If you do the 2 quick service meals plus a snack and refillable mug, it's under 6,000. And if you want to do like a character dining, for example, hang out with Crystal Palace, Tusker House, Chef Mickey, something like that, It's 6,800 for the 4. So at least we know that, hey, even if my numbers aren't what you think they are, I'm not too far away doing my rounding. So that's good to know. And if you include the 900 for transportation, if you're driving it, you're probably not going to cost you $900. But if you're flying, it's not unreasonable to think that airfare for 4 would be about $900, which means it would be about $6,897 plus or minus for the vacation. And but if you go on the cruise if you're wondering, hey, how did you get 6,897? I took this right here and just started adding it to this. That's how it came to 6,897. So 6,897. Important things about the number: does not include park hopper, does not include character sit down dining, and does not include Genie Plus. It would go up from there. Similar to the cruise, that is the baseline. That includes round trip airfare. That includes money for the cruise, and that's $6,901. No spa, no excursion, no casino. So what in this case it looks like Disney is $4 cheaper. Yeah, it is $4 cheaper this particular go around, and so that's worth noting. And it's an option, especially if the Arctic Circle is on your list. And the fjords, actually, I will take you out just for a minute to show you the itinerary. It's hard to get that into any sort of a presentation. But there's a bunch of cities I've never heard of. Isafjord, Kuri, and then there's pictures of it. So like what should we expect to look at when we're there? Looks like, look at all that snow. And it looks like the further north you go, there's that. I mean, it looks like the colors are going to be pretty spectacular. If you like hanging out with Thor, I think Thor might be up in Hannesvåg. And here's Hammerfest, Norway. So it looks like it'd be, obviously very different than, going on a Mediterranean cruise or a Caribbean. But if you've already done several Caribbean cruises and, been to Italy a few times or Disney World a few times, and you're looking to mix it up, that is definitely a way to mix it up. And the city, you end up, so the airfare that I gave you is from Tromsø. So anyway, now let's take it under advisement. All right, until the next video, travel safely.